Boy test, beginning of the year test. If you need me to read any of the graphs or the data tables, please let me know. Question number 1. A student decided to find the density of her house key to try and identify the type of metal from which it is made. She found the volume of the key to be 5 milliliters and the mass to be 39.5. Using the chart above, from which type of metal is the key made? A. Aluminum, B. Steel, C. Copper, D. Gold. Question number 2. Which step in the digestive process represents a chemical change in food? Storing of swallowed food in the stomach, churning of food, liquids, and digestive juices in the stomach, movement of food down to the esophagus to the stomach, or substances in the mouth and stomach breaking down fats and proteins. Number 3. Which example of weathering includes a chemical change? Salt deposits in a rock dissolving during a rainstorm, pollutants that are dissolved in rain reacting with metals in rock, rushing water in a river breaking rough edges of a rock on a riverbed, or water freezing in a small crack in a rock that increases the size of the crack. Number 4. What terms correspond to X and Y in the table? So on the table, underneath X, you have contains only one type of atom. Electrons act independently and can exist as molecules. Under Y, contains more than one type of atom, shares electrons, exists only as molecules. The question says, what terms correspond to X and Y in the table? Letter F is X equals matter, Y equals mixtures. G, X equals elements, Y equals compounds. H, X equals products, Y equals reactants. J, X equals mixtures, Y equals elements. Number 5. A cart carrying a brick is pulled up an inclined plane. At what point does the cart have the greatest amount of potential energy? Point A, point B, point C, or D? It has the same amount of potential energy at each position because the mass of the cart doesn't change. 6. A company is designing a new cell phone. They need a solid material that conducts electricity and can be made into thin wire. Which materials would best fit their needs? Non-metal, metalloid, metal, or semiconductor? 7. The diagram below shows a hot plate and an electrical outlet. According to the diagram above, what energy transformation occurs when the hot plate is plugged into the outlet and the control knob is turned in the on position? A. Thermal energy to electrical energy. B. Electrical energy to thermal energy. C. Thermal energy to mechanical energy. Or D. Mechanical energy to thermal energy. 8. Letter A on 8. A says silver spoon tarnish, leaves changing colors in the fall, water separating into hydrogen and oxygen. Letter B says ice melting, sugar cube dissolving in water, or paper tearing. Letter C. Letter C. Dry ice goes from a solid to a gas form. Your breath condensing on a cold window pane. Glass breaking. Letter D, mixing flour, salt, and sugar, sanding wood, or grinding something into powder. Which list above includes chemical changes only? Number 9. The graph above shows the speed at which a cyclist traveled for every hour in a 4-hour ride. Which of the following was the average speed of the cyclist? 10 kilometers per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers per hour, or 40 kilometers per hour? Which of the following was the average speed of the cyclist? Number 10. Sophia is making a new necklace for her jewelry store. She is looking for a material that is shiny, malleable, and ductile. What type of material is Sophia looking for? A metal, a non-metal, a metalloid, or ceramic? Number 11. The archer above shoots an arrow toward a target. Which object has the greatest kinetic energy? The archer, the bow, the arrow, or the target? Number 12. The graph below shows the motion of a car. Which statement below best describes the motion of the car? Letter F. The car is stopped for 2 minutes, travels at a constant speed for 2 minutes, and then stops. Letter G. The car is stopped for 2 minutes, increases its speed over 2 minutes, and then stops. Letter H. The car travels at a constant speed for 2 minutes, increases its speed over 2 minutes, and then travels at a constant speed for 2 minutes. J. The car increases its speed for 2 minutes, travels at a constant speed for 2 minutes, and then increases its speed over the next 2 minutes. Number 13. Which of the following substances represents a compound? Letter A, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Letter B, 2 and 6. Letter C, 1 and 4. And then letter D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 14. The graph below shows the motion of a car. What is the average speed of the car between 4 and 8 seconds to the nearest tenth? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document or on the iPad. 15. Which of the following substances represents an element? Letter A, 2, 3, 5, and 6. B, 2, 5, and 6. C, 1 and 4. Or D, 1, 3, and 4.